Okay, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, but let's get right to it. I actually wasn't going to cover this at all. I had been following what was going on Twitter and following this thing. I've even went and watched Star Wars Theories rebuttal kind of video that he put out that last time I looked had 500,000 views, and I was just letting it go. Because I just figured this was like a bump in the road. And but then Variety picked up on it and boom, threw it out there a couple hours ago. And I read the article, and I have to say, here's the deal. Let me get this out of here for a second. Here's the deal. I didn't record my reaction to the last episode because I wanted to enjoy it. And I just wanted to see where it was going to go. Because like for me, I thought Ezra Bridger was going to be the one that went to go see Grogu. So I was in shock like everyone else when Luke's X-Wing flew in and the whole 9 yards. One of the best things that came out of this wasn't just that Lucasfilm is with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau and the entire gang that's been working on The Mandalorian. They've really reinvigorated Star Wars, like beyond anything we could have ever asked for. And, Hidalgo, Pablo Hidalgo, has always been pretty much a nice guy. I mean, I think that like this was like a thing that happened that probably shouldn't have happened. But one of the things I've enjoyed doing is watching other people's reactions to the Luke Skywalker entrance. And then when he starts tearing up the Dark Troopers, and I have watched so many reaction videos. And one that I truly loved was Star Wars Theory, because, like many, we weren't happy with The Last Jedi but we feel like we're in a good spot right now. And so the joy that a lot of us are having seeing the Luke Skywalker we really kind of should have gotten in some capacity. Not that Mark Hamill could have done the things that a young Luke Skywalker after 5 years after Return of the Jedi could have done in The Last Jedi. We needed something other than kind of what we got. And I think the big slap in the face, I don't want to keep treading over that stuff, but the slap in the face was the tossing of the lightsaber as if it was no big deal and screw you. To the fans, we're going to go in a different direction. That was the thing that bothered us the most. And, there have been other people like the guy that cried to watching the trailers for the Star Wars stuff. Look, some people just get emotional, right? They just get emotional about it. But then to have somebody from Lucasfilm, Pablo Hidalgo, blah, 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 blah. His name's always a tongue twister. Anyway, he chimes in with a kind of a snarky remark, but it might have been in context. Like that's the thing about Twitter. You can't understand people's inflection, whether if they did it as a dick move or didn't do it as a dick move. And when I watched Star Wars Theories, response, and one of the things that got me was when he said, Luke got me through chemo. And it's like, wow. And I think like, there's been some hiccups with Lucasfilm and Star Wars Theory. He's got 2 million followers, and there's been some hiccups with him, especially with the Shards of the Empire, that the fan film that he did where some third-party affiliate of Lucasfilm law department that didn't know any better copyright claimed his fan film, and not that he was making money off of it anyway. He lost money as far as I'm concerned on it. So there's been this history, but then, kind of to make fun of such a nice guy in general who just absolutely loves Star Wars like me. He was 6 in the 90s when he first discovered Star Wars. I saw The Empire Strikes Back in the theater when I was a kid, when I was 5 years old. So I get where he's coming from. And I was happy to watch his reaction, and I've been happy to watch everybody's reaction, and I've been happy to see grown men cry, because we finally get to see our hero in action. And I don't think, and now that Variety's grabbed this thing and run with it, I just don't think we need this right now. Like we finally got to a good spot. And so Pablo Hidalgo apologized within like 20 hours, because I guess he didn't realize how bad it was going to get. But then when Variety, and I think everybody was kind of like, dude, come on, man, like, you know, he's part of the Lucasfilm story group, so he's working on the High Republic, and they're launching that novelization, and he's got his hands weaved in a lot of this stuff too. Not like Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, who really have a pulse on this, but Pablo's been there forever, and I think this was just a complete, lack of couth, if you will. I'd love for this thing to go away so that we can keep getting the Star Wars that we're getting. I'm glad there was an apology. I hope Star Wars Theory accepts the apology and moves on. And I hope everybody doesn't have sour grapes on this whole thing. And I didn't want to weigh in on this because I didn't, my opinion doesn't mean anything. And I didn't want it to be a clickbaity kind of thing where I'm like, oh, he's just doing it for clicks. No, like I genuinely, like when I watched the show, I did not watch any of the reactions until later, and I was dying to see how Star Wars Theory, how he was going to react to seeing Luke Skywalker. And I teared up watching him tearing up and getting emotional. And I did that with a lot of the people that were out there that did their reactions. I had a lump in my throat watching because I understood the passion and what was going through their minds. And I don't want this to ruin everything that's this forward momentum, especially when I really was thinking it was going to go away. And then all of a sudden when Variety picked it up, I was like, shh, the big trades are picking this up. Damn it. We don't need this, guys. Come on. Let's move on. And Star Wars Theory, he's still my go-to guy. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. He has got his pulse on it so well, and the different comic books and all the different stuff. Like, I'm a Star Wars nut. He is a Star Wars psychopath. So like when I want to know something, I go to his page. He's a great guy, and his passion is there. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this unfortunate situation, and hopefully it'll just blow over and we can all get back to business as usual. So we'll see you on the next one.